Good evening, everyone. Curry College 2 for the forecaster, Joe Shockett. Take a look here at the tropics. Mid-June, we have 2 areas to watch, and both of these have a chance to develop. But mainly today, we're going to be focusing on what is Invest 93L here in the Western Gulf, and a little bit here on 92L. But this is not going to be as worrisome, obviously, because it's not going to develop as much as 93L, and it's just too far away to get into any detail with that. Even though it is TD2, it's just a little bit too far away, and the models, it's not really something that's going to develop. And again, it's a relationship to the U.S. coast. Anyway, here's the wrap for early. This is the early run, and then you can see here from midnight, you can see our tropical wave, which is really starting to look quite nice, and we'll see that on the visible. You can see 1,002. Some of the wind gusts over 40 knots. Then as we get to tomorrow morning, it will strengthen. It looks like it could do some strengthening overnight, potentially drop a couple millibars, 1,002 down to 997. And then tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow evening, some of the wind gusts. But again, we'll see how quickly this does develop, indicated by the models. Could be too quick, or it could be correct, so that's something we have to watch over the next day or so, how quickly this thing develops. Because the Gulf is warm. It is 82 to 84 degrees in here, so conditions are favorable for this thing to develop. So we just have to see how much it does develop over the next day or so. Here's the high-res name. You can see not as strong as the wrap over the next several hours, and doesn't really get to the intensity of the rapid refresh until maybe Tuesday afternoon. So again, speed of development of this thing. Here are some of the wind gusts you can see. Here's the simulated radar. Obviously some rain coming into the southern states of the United States. And then here is Wednesday morning. 991 out 60 hours heading towards the Texas coast. Some of the wind gust again there. Tropical storm force wind gust. There's the radar. Here is the spaghetti plots. You can see really all over the place, but it looks like seeing the European forecast, the European ensembles, that this is going to be in the western Gulf of Mexico towards the middle and end of the week. Now here is the cloud shot. I was not able, I guess this must have been too long to animate. This is the new Go 16 image here, but in any case, you can see how it's starting to look really nicely organized here in the just to the east of the Yucatan Peninsula. Here's Florida, here's Texas, here's the Yucatan, and here. And this Go 16 actually, this new satellite stuff, Go 16, this updates every couple minutes or so, so we're constantly getting a new scan of the visible, which is really, really nice, and would really provide a lot of detail about developing systems like this. So that's a nice thing to have. But again, you can see obviously some relatively good convection with this, as you can see, indicated by the brighter white cloud tops there. So again, that's a relatively good-looking tropical system at the moment. Here's 92L, the actually tropical depression too. This may develop in the longer term, but again, it's just too far away to worry about if there will be any impacts from this tropical storm. But you never know down the road. Again, if this develops, maybe the conditions could be more favorable down the road for this. But again, our main attention will be focused on 93L here in the western Gulf over the next few days. But overall, it looks like it will be an active hurricane season, to say the least. Could potentially make a run at 20 or more named storms this season. That's it for now, and thank you for watching.